Alright, so yesterday's video was a playthrough with my 16RXT, just kind of as a response to all the recent videos about AMD versus Nvidia and performance-wise and stuff like that. And it flopped a little bit because of the fact that I didn't check to make sure this was enabled. I thought this was enabled because I remember distinctly, like when I saw this a long time ago, I remember I picked it on because I was like, why not? But I imagine I must have just, it must have reset or something like that. But basically, you guys couldn't see the overlay because of this feature, which is my fault. It's a bit stupid of me, but yeah, it is what it is. And so I'm just gonna go into my video and I'm gonna turn the volume down because it's irrelevant. But basically, if you come to here, when I was playing COD, so during this match that I played through, now by the way, there's an FPS counter here. This is behind this counter that shows my voice time in the recording. It's actually the system time, so like the date time, like the not the date but like the time of day. So there's no FPS counter here. I use this one for all my games. It's also replicable. It's like transferable. Like every game has the same overlay counter, so it's kind of like congruent. But my FPS in this game was around 300 to 320 the whole time. You'll see that when I redo it just now, it's not going to change much. So the reason why is because, well, if I play this map, it wouldn't change much because I actually played the map again yesterday. But so what I wanted to speak about was I ran this test with the peak cores only. If you go to the beginning of the video, so if I go to here, you can see that I have 8 cores, 16 threads. So this was peak cores only, and actually, like I retested, and my goodness, like, so COD felt better with the equals, but it didn't change in terms of performance, which I didn't expect it to. But my goodness, when I went to Forza, dude, this was like 270 and it was stuttery. With the equals, it literally peaked at 350 in the same track. I'm not even kidding. It is. I can't even make it up. Now, I'm actually going to do this right now because I didn't yesterday. So I'm going to do this right now because yesterday's video was at 2500. So I'm going to drop this back down to make sure it's 1-to-1. So here we are. So now we're at the same speed as yesterday. Just drop the voltage as well. So I'll save this as a separate profile. I'll make this it's not much of an envelope or whatever, just for the sake of having it. So I have 2 profiles now. Okay, so this was yesterday's configuration from the video. So I'm going to keep it the same just for the sake of fairness. And yeah, so this was running at like 270, and you could see from the gameplay it wasn't so smooth. It did crash, but that crash wasn't actually to do with the card or the system's overclocks. There's actually a very well documented, like some of these tracks, like this one, Watkins Glen, with AMD cards, they just crash. You can't do much about it. AMD has some weird thing where in Forza 7 Forza 7 hates AMD. I don't know. If you want to play Forza 7 24/7, I would say get Nvidia. Like straight up, just don't buy AMD because you're gonna crash eventually. You're gonna crash like once every second track. So yeah, for that particular scenario, AMD's not it. But FarCry, you can come to the end here. You can see that. So you can't see it, but I was running about 160 frames ish. And with the equals, I'm talking like it peaks at 185. So massive difference, like really. And Ghost Recon, like right in this area where I left off when I ended the video. So in this area, you can actually see the frame counter here because of this. I use this in the game. So around here where it's 160, right? When I went to the equals, it was like 170 almost. So okay, peaked at 175 there, but so here in this area it was like around 150, 160 with the equals only, and then with the equals like literally 165 to 170. Insane. I don't know. Like, I don't know. I don't know why the equals on my system do so much better. I've mentioned the configuration before, but like I'll just say it like this again. Just to show you today's test setup, like same RAM, exact same RAM settings, like I said, only difference is equals. So the equals are now enabled, and so all 24 threads active. You could check from, if I go to, yeah, right. There we go. So 5 and 4s. And then if you got a memory speed, uncause 4. So my ring is 4. It's 4.7 with the equals off, but it can't be more than 4 with them on. So yeah. And so it's 5.0, 4.7, 5.0, 4.0, 4.0. Same memory speed, and that's just 6400, 36, 36, 36, 84, 2T. So I don't know. Exact and secondaries, by the way. I have no idea. I like the equals, man. I honestly feel like with the equals, the system feels better. Like, it feels more responsive. I feel like I have 16 cores to work with, like, genuinely, and I feel like the experience is just so, it's superior in games. Like, it feels so much smoother. And even when playing Witcher 2 and stuff, I couldn't tell that I was running equals. Like, I thought when I was gonna run Witcher 2, the equals would like cause some massive issues or something, like some weird stuttering or whatever. And no, actually ran pretty much fine. So we're all out of the way. I'm gonna just go over the hardware info just so you see everything. Pretty much identical to yesterday. We're gonna go right into COD. So I hope to God I'm not lagging today, because my LTE jumps up and down. But yeah, we're gonna update's great. Please be small. Okay, thank goodness. Wait, no, I'm wrong. Oh, there we go. That's fine. It'll finish quick. Okay, that's not bad. 2 megabytes per second. 2.5 megabytes per second. That's not bad. That's not bad. 2.8. 3. Okay. So we're at 24 megabits per second. We have a 24 meg line right now. Nice. Okay, not too bad. That's fine. That's part of why I got LTE. I don't know if I know some of my viewers are from Europe and stuff, because a lot of people found my channel through that initial rant video about my 1200K and my RAM not working together, and a lot of Europeans, basically a lot of PC enthusiasts that have DDR5 from overseas found the video because of perhaps similar issues, or maybe they just found it interesting. Not a lot of my viewers are actually from my country, so for everyone that's watching this, well, there won't be many viewers, but for those of you who are watching this, I'm assuming at least half will be from overseas. LTE is just basically, well, it's the same thing your cell phone runs off. And I'm sure you guys probably have LTE fixed as well, I'm assuming, but it's probably not the standard, because overseas fiber is very, very like fiber and cable are like very widespread and like accessible and everything, and compared to here in South Africa, my goodness, man, like fiber in the poor areas, forget about it. Like, I live in a really poor area, and my goodness, fiber is not ever coming here. It's never gonna happen. I don't even blame the companies, because the cost of laying the fiber is probably too much to justify, because more than likely they won't get enough subscribers here to the service. So that's probably why. I had wireless broadband, which is basically a satellite dish on your roof that connects to a tower, fires a beam, and it has pretty good ping. Like, if you have good coverage and you have a good provider, maybe like a solid 15 ping to like service, which is maybe, you know, it's more than fiber, but it's not bad. It's 15 ping is very good. Problem is that they're very unstable, very inconsistent, a lot of congestion issues, a lot of weird breakages, outages, timeouts, all sorts of shit. Just horrible like experience to use. I used them for like the better part of, what was it, man? It was like 5 years, maybe 6 years, 2015 to 2021, end of the year. In 2015 to in 2021. So basically, in my grade 11 year at high school, when I was a competitive COD player still, they kind of stole our copper line. So I had a 4 megabits per second copper cable line. I had good enough ping, like 15, 20 to game. So it was fine. It was fairly stable. And it got stolen. So my mom was like, wow, my son's super depressed. He can't play games. And she was like, hey, Dane, I found this thing called wireless broadband or whatever. And I'm just like, okay. And my friend Johan at the same time also had recently switched over to it, because he was having problems with his line as well. he was like, "Oh, dude, you should get wireless broadband or whatever." And I was like, "Okay, well, we have it now." And so they installed this dish on our roof, and I mean, the connection was super unstable. Had this one provider for like the better part of 3 years almost. We switched over to another one in 2018. That was pretty good for a while, but they fell off too. And so I moved to LTE at the end of last year because there's a deal. We're paying about maybe $50 a month for a up to 30 megabits per second up and down line. So it fluctuates, but best case scenario is 30 megs up, 30 megs down. So it's good for uploading to YouTube. It's good for downloads. Personally, I don't believe that you need more than like 30 megs per second from experiencing it. Having 100 to 200 would be nice, but to me, like 30 megs flat will literally download FIFA 22 in like an afternoon. And when I did that, I was like, wow. I literally bought FIFA 22, and it took me an afternoon to download, and I was like blown away. Because to me, I've never experienced speed like that. So I was like not complaining. I wasn't thinking like, oh, my friends have 1 gig or 200 megabits per second, and like I've got 30. 30 is fast. So, but it's not always like that. Sometimes it dips. So, I'm just making conversation because this is the boring part of the video where I have to find lobbies now. But yeah, still same idea. It's raw. Everything is unchanged. This is exactly how I would game my background apps. I always have IQ open for my AIO, so I can see the liquid temp and the CPU temp in game. Yeah, so let's go. Let's hit it. I'm hoping for, you know what? Let me see. I think I can. It's a Saturday afternoon, maybe. There's a chance. Grind core go long. Fuck. Okay, so I wanted to try and find there was a playlist yesterday where you could search for Gondola and Casablanca. So I was gonna try and find if I could perhaps get Gondola again to have it be like 1-to-1, but it might not be. I'll try and back out a few times maybe, but I don't want to make this too long because we're already 12 minutes in, and I've got to play this, and then I've got to play Forza for like a few laps, and I've got to play Breakpoint and FarCry for like a few minutes each. But yeah. By the way, I did do a short recording before this, so I did make sure that I could actually see the overlay. So I'm pretty certain the overlay is there. I'm hoping that nothing messed it up. I don't know how it would have, but stranger things have happened. So I'm hoping that this is legit. Like I can see the overlay. Still enabled. Let's hope for Berlin. Oh fuck this map. This is a horrible map. I hate this map, man. Fuck. Map is awful. Like straight up awful. Cheeks. This map is straight cheeks. What's my FPS at right? 275. Oh, pathetic. Well, in this map it's good to be honest, because this map's FPS is garbage too. This map is just bad all around. Badly optimized, bad visuals, horrible design, horrible vision, horrible lanes, horrible what do you call it? Cover. Bad objective points, dude. This map is just bad all around. Before you say like I'm just complaining, all the pros hate this map because this map is absolutely dog shit. Like this is a horrible map, probably the worst map in COD ever. Like I'm not even kidding. Like this map is so bad. I haven't had a single enjoyable experience with this map. I've never had a single game where I actually was like, oh, this is pretty fun. Like not a single time. And I think I backed out like almost every single time I played this map. So, yeah, honestly, Sledgehammer should remove this map. Just let it go. Just delete this map. Literally delete this map. Like, put it in private match. Like, restricted to private match. Never have us find it because no one cares. Literally no one cares about this map. For God's sake, in comp, please, remove this map. Like, no one wants to play it in comp. It's so bad. Oh, my snap's pathetic right now. So by the way, well actually FPS is more or less the same, isn't it? Kinda. You know I have to do this because people are like scummy these days and people always complain, so I have to do this. But I'm not gonna change my settings, by the way. Like if anyone thinks so, I'm not gonna change settings between runs or whatever, or like between the equals and stuff to try and prove a point. It's never gonna happen with me. Like, oh wow, what's this on? The fuck? Hell no. Why do they do that? This is always on by default. I don't know why it goes to high. Like, this is a bad feature. I don't know why they do this. It's so stupid. Should never run those. Like, anything like the enhanced shadows is useless for any sort of like FPS game. Shadows are so taxing on the CPU as well. Like, just the physics of shadows. So, yeah. Okay, this is super boring. I'm actually gonna leave. So we found a different map. Let's give it something to go. Alright. But by the way, FPS was around the same as Gondola, actually. I've noticed in this game, FPS between maps doesn't really fluctuate too much. But you know what? From a technical standpoint, a map really just is physics and some textures and like the actual buffer size that fits in like your CPU's cache, the amount that has to go into memory, and then the amount that like sits in VRAM. So you shouldn't really see that much deviation between FPS on like maps, unless it's like a massive change, like with Warzone, where like Warzone's areas will literally like, you know, increase or decrease frames by like, you know, margins, like significant margins, like 10%, 20%. But with COD Vanguard, I found like if you're running whatever FPS number, it pretty much transfers between maps to a degree, within a certain margin of error, obviously. Sorry, dude, gotta mute you. So, yeah, same thing here. I mean, look at the FPS, more or less the same as the previous map, a little bit higher, but more or less the same. Same as yesterday, more or less. Again, like 300 to 320. Pretty much doesn't change. But like I said before this, I wasn't expecting Vanguard to change. I didn't think Vanguard's Vanguard doesn't seem to really care whether or not you use equals or picos. It doesn't seem to really like give a shit about picos, only with the ring high or the equals enabled or whatever. It doesn't care. In fact, this game doesn't really even care about the RAM speed. Like I've tested 5600, and 5600 performs fine on this game. Not much difference at all. So interesting. This game doesn't really scale like Warzone or like Cold War even, or Modern Warfare. This game is just weird. I don't know. I like this game though. I like the game. I like the engine. But it doesn't really scale, and it doesn't really. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with that. This map's lanes are so frustrating because it's hard to like find people sometimes. It's hard to like see where you're getting shot from and stuff. Oh my gosh. Snipers are so weak on this game.
Wait.
Oh shit. What? Hello? Excuse me? Bro, that was on his chest. Bro, no, that was stupid. Come on. That was a chest shot. That was a hit marker. What? Mind blowing. Whoa. Oh, fucking hell. Yo, this game is flippin' frustrating for sniping. I hate sniping on this game. I haven't done it a lot at all. Mostly just used the MP40, the STG, and then the automaton. I've used the new one, the Cooper, a little bit. Basically just played like a fucking sweaty nerd the whole time. Just like not sniped much at all. And I love sniping on video games. Like I'm actually like I guess you could say my role in video games is as a sniper, more or less. Like I've won I won the ROG trainer battles 1v1 tournament in Cold War with snipers. I was a secondary AWP in CSGO when I played comp. I did primary sometimes, but oftentimes you would find that a primary AWP in CSGO is hard to play because you have to be the most crap AWP on your team, and that's arguable often. And also positioning wise, AWPers have to be like, they have to position themselves in a certain way. They have to have a certain proficiency with pistols, so like deagles and stuff. You have to be able to save up more than your teammates for the AWP. So you have to be good at the deagle sometimes because you can't buy a rifle. And yeah, AWPers just are a different breed in CS:GO. Like you have to be a really like cracked fucking player to be an AWPer. Like a really good pistol player, really good at like tight spaces, quick scopes, no scopes consistently, not missing flicks, not whiffing shots. Yeah, man, AWPing is hard in CS. I couldn't be a primary AWPer. I wish I could have, but it's something else. Like in COD, I always snipe all the time, but when I went to CS, like I loved AWPing in the beginning, and after a while, I realized like there's just no way I can primary AWP. It's just a different type of role. But yeah, I've always been a fan of sniping in this game. I mean, this is like Modern Warfare. I barely sniped in Modern Warfare as well. I just hate the way sniping feels. I just hate it. Oh, and Infinite Warfare. Oh my goodness, Infinite Warfare with the controller. Literally, like, never sniped. So, we didn't play much there. So I guess we can just do one more game. I'll try and make it exciting. Try and play aggressively and stuff, I guess. But yeah. I feel like at least watching me snipe is more fun than watching me ray gun. Because watching me ray gun, although I'll get like a lot of kills and a lot of streaks and stuff, it's kind of boring. Because I'm just like fucking controlling areas and just like spraying people down. And then, you know, you run, you slide, you jump a shot, you drop a shot, you camp a bit. It's quite pretty boring. With sniping, at least you can hit some nice shots and make it look cool. But yeah. I've got like fuck all options, don't I? Literally nothing. I mean, I don't even know which is better between these two. Maybe this is better. For bullet pin. I don't know which one. That looks fine. Free for all, 8v8. Was it 8v8 free for all? What does that mean? It can't be 8v8. It's 8 people. What the fuck? Game? Hello? English? What? What is this? What's going on? Are there multiple joining? I'm not boosting, I just don't know what to do because... yeah, this is pointless research. I'm not gonna shoot the guy, there's no point. Did I lag out? I think I did. Yeah. That's pretty normal. I don't know what causes those, but it happens to some people. It's the first scan I've had in a while, actually. Let's go. I have some time because I'm making good at this one with this video. I think I can fit in like another 5 minutes of COD gameplay and then do like 10 on each other game, and it should end up being still under an hour. Yeah, right, yeah, pretty much. I can make this about an hour. So I'm gonna try and do the different COD map because I don't know, variety, I guess. My KD is pretty shit. That's not too bad. 1.86 is fine. Win loss is horrible though because I leave a lot. Because some of the lobbies you get into this game are flipping awful. Like you'll spawn in, and your teammates will have dogs against them. They'll have like a gunship against them. It's like, don't even bother. Just leave. Fuck it. Like, I don't know. Literally, you're not having fun, just fucking leave. Don't waste your time. Just don't waste your time. You're not having fun, just fucking straight up just leave. It's not about playing well even, it's about fun. Like, you can be going like 25 and 15, or 25 and 10 even. And if you're getting like streaks against you and you want to leave, just leave. Fuck it. It's annoying. Oh my gosh, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. Follow my own rule. A flying fortress as I spawn in. Fuck that. I'm not dealing with it. I'm not dealing with it. I've used this thing. This thing is quite OP. I like mold operator. I don't like this new one. I have to level it up though. I don't know why, but I was using this one. I don't know. I don't really like the COD operators these days. They're kind of boring. Like the ones they give you at default. I don't know. They're just, it's not that interesting. Oh no, we're not playing 4-person free fall. What is going on? Are there no lobbies? What's happening? I swear, no one plays this game anymore. I swear, people have literally quit this game. Like, this game is dying. I don't know why. It's like not that bad. It's a decent enough game. I mean, I should be better, but like, it's not a bad game, I would say. This is stupid. All really bad attachments as well. Better. Well, sort of better. Bokage is, I don't know, kind of crazy. Crazy map. So, this map has pretty damn good frames, as you can see. So, there you go. Now we can see the COD being deflects a bit. Okay, there we go. 370. And let me go into the action because people are going to complain that it's outskirts. But no, you know, I am. Oh wow, that lag. That lag. Oh my goodness, the lag is horrible. My ping is 60. That's not 60 ping. That is not what 60 ping feels like. Literally just shot him and like he died a second later. What the fuck? Oh, it's better. It's a lot better feeling. So what are we? I'm capping A or what are we doing? Contested. What are my teammates doing? What the fuck? Hello? Guys? Guys? Oh, no, we're taking Able. What the fuck? Ooh. Just naded myself. I did nade myself. Flanking around. I get not. These are not great showings. I need a solid 10v10 on fucking, I don't know, some other fast-paced, like, fun map. These are not ideal showings. Because, like, the fact that there's 9 people in this lobby immediately gives room for argument. Like, oh no, CPU is not being stressed enough. Nine people, not enough. What? How? I don't even, like, he flanked all the way around in the first, like, 3 seconds of the round. It's crazy. Ooh. I don't know when to snipe anymore. I don't feel effective in this. Oh, fuck me. It's right there. No. I'm missing so much right now. Whoa.
Friendly bombing run on the way.
Good spot, dude. Nice, nice positioning, bro.
Enemies running out of lives. Ready for orders. Too many wounded. Lives are low. Contact at able. Pushing able.
Who uses this? The wallgun, rather. Use. Oh, it's not even better. Who uses these attachments? What the hell? These are so bad. This is useless. Oh. Alright.
If they take the last objective, Able's been taken from us.
— 360 FPS, damn.
Fire to the sky.
Where? No. Wait, hold on. Oh, 5 bullets? What? What are 5 bullets? That was horrible. Can't jump shot it. So that hits, but the other one misses. Makes no sense. These dudes. What? How do I hit him? Bro, that's impossible. This game makes no sense. What is this? What am I shooting at? Dude, that's incredible. Like, the easiest shot doesn't hit him. But the most ridiculous, like, bullet wrap bullshit fucking shot hits. No problems.
Plan to win.
How to be a real life sniper, dude. Just. Oh, hell no. You deal with that, bro. You deal with that. I've done all I can, guys. Come on. Alright. Hop out. So, I'll...
Victory's one push away. Capturing Baker.
What is that? He went upstairs.
Hostile recon in the air. Spies in the sky. Action at Baker.
Oh, come on. So, if I'm holding the one angle,
We're taking Baker.
someone's gonna look upright. Well, I don't get it. Like, why do people play so, like, brain dead? Like, that should have hit him. And that hit him. That should have killed him. There's no way.
Engaging Baker.
Let's just win this, please. Kinda bored. Fucking hell, dude. Oh, just catches me. The wrong time.
Hostile recon in the air. Spies in the sky. All objectives.
Thank goodness. It's done. That was so boring. These final kill cams too. Awful. Literally awful. Like, they just pick something so random, it doesn't make any sense. Alright, let's dip. Let me go. The screen's so stupid. Right, so well, that was not really that eventful, but pretty good representation of what the FPS is like. Yeah, so I'm gonna hop right into Forza now, and it's gonna crash more than likely, but give it a pass, please. But it's gonna crash, that's for sure. Maybe the first or second lap or something, it depends when, but same track as yesterday. So yeah, we'll see them frames like 360 around some of the parts of the track, so it's doing really well at the equals. I don't know what does this. Am I good? So we'll do all the same settings as yesterday. We can just max everything out. But to be honest, you should run dynamic because the game seems to do better, like stability wise, when you run dynamic. Like, it doesn't crash as often for whatever reason. Dynamic will still max out your graphics more than likely because of like auto detection in the game. Like the game will detect your cards running really well, and it'll just like max them out anyway. But for some reason, when you allow it to do it itself, it kind of does better than setting them manually or whatever. I'll just go like this now, and yeah, this should be pretty good. So Watkins Glen, it's gonna crash for sure. I don't know how I'll make it to this track later on, but I'll have to like do some stuff, and maybe I can get it to run this track. But FPS wise, it's doing a lot better than yesterday. Just trust me on that one. Like even now in the beginning stages, I can tell you right now, yesterday was like 250, 240. It would drop down 200-ish, even below this now, and it would just stay there. So now it's dropping to 200, but it'll go up now. It'll go up again. It's pretty normal. So waiting for it to increase, but it will, I believe so. When I played yesterday, it was going up to like 300 some parts. So around here it should be spiking up. Oh shit, I went way too hard to that corner. But yeah, so I can tell you right now, between yesterday and today, like FPS wise, at least like 20 frames more. Stability wise, like night and day. Like I can't even describe how bad it felt to play yesterday when I was recording this section of the video. Like it felt horrible, and stability wise, it was just so bad. But this is actually really, really good. Like this feels really playable, and like FPS wise, again, it's the equals are winning by at least 10-20 frames. I'm not too sure why though. I would imagine that with Windows 11 being my main OS, I think that the scheduler might actually be working. I know some people like to meme it like that. There's no difference and whatever, but I can't think of any other reason why running 8P cores alone would suffer in games like in... Okay, there we go. That was the crash. Same spot as yesterday. It honestly just is an AMD thing. If I go again, Forza 7, AMD crash, Watkins Glen. And... yeah, like, I don't know what it takes, but whatever, it's fine. The point is, we're gonna go by what the metrics were, and FPS wise, equals better, and the AMD card doing pretty damn well. At maxed out settings, almost 300 frames, and in COD pretty much above 300 the whole time, and then on Bokage like 370 a lot of spaces that I was running. It's really impressive. Really impressive. So at this point, I'm not too sure why there's so much like backlash against AMD, and why everyone's trying to like say that their cards have like bad FPS minimums and all this shit. I'm like, what does that even mean? Like, how do you even determine that the card is the problem? Like, why? Like, and then people talking about like the driver and like how the AMD driver can't scale cores and all this bullshit. Like, what? What are you even saying? Like, how do you fucking know how the AMD driver works? Like, do you code GPU drivers? Like, hello? So I'm not usually like that guy. I'm not that guy that's like, oh, are you a doctor and all that stuff? But no, but really though, like, if you're gonna say that the AMD cards do better, I mean worse, because like apparently they can't, like their frame stability is worse, and like they can't handle certain areas of games, and like they have driver problems where the driver can't scale the cores and all this shit. Like, what? What does that even mean? Like, I can literally tell the difference between equals off and equals on. Like, that's scaling 8 equals. Like, that's scaling. That's the card is running better with more cores, even the baby cores. So I don't know. So when it picks up, there we go. So if you remember, if you watched the video yesterday, around this area I was getting around this, but also less at some points. So if I run around, it is dropping a little bit. And if I look out this way, it's a bit higher. So where's the horse at? I don't know. Oh, I have my car on me now. So I recall what I did yesterday. I went to here, called the car. Someone got run over, crazy stuff, and then I drove to the objective. So, yo, get out, hello. Thank you. Thank you, dude. Appreciate it. When I went to this one yesterday, I went right. I remember I went right. So, funny enough, full disclosure, I think the equals are actually losing again. So, in Forza they definitely were winning, but in this game, I think they might actually be losing. By like, maybe like 5-10 frames actually. I come through. Oh my gosh. That was so unneeded. I could have just come through. I'm sorry, I'm killing dogs. So, now around this area, pretty much identical. Same frames, 165-ish. So around here, the equals and P-cores are pretty much matching. But I notice when you flick around, I think the equals stealing L3 is limiting like some of the... Like, when you flick around, the P-cores had more L3, you would have had like better frame stability, I think, and had more ring. So I think that's a consideration. Interesting. Whoa, no, I want to get in, hold on. There we go. Well, that went better. I'm not driving a tank. It's way too slow. I wonder if I can put this away, this gun. Just, yeah, H. There we go. So I've got to run. There we go. Alright, cool. Objective 1 is done. Now we have to go to here. Okay, cool. So, back around that way? Nah. I'm gonna go up the mountain, I think. I just want to get to a safe spot where I can call my car. This is like solid evidence right now. It's like the equals actually allow higher maxes almost, but they limit like that. Like look at that. So if I flick really quickly, GPU util drops because interesting. Very interesting. So I wonder. I'm gonna actually I'm gonna diff from this game now, and I'm gonna head right to Ghost Recon. Right. So I'm curious now if I run around Ghost Recon, my equals are gonna. So actually, we're gonna ditch this overlay because we have one in game and we used the one in game yesterday, so we'll try and be congruent. F5, no. 3, 6, hello? No, not that. So F7, F2, no. No. Metrics overlay. There we go, F1. So we could do this, or we could just do... Huh. Look at that! So you can see every single call. So some of the equals are working. Equals are working. So around this area, as you can see, I'm literally the exact same area, and in some cases we're getting less, but in some cases more. GPU util in this game is flat though; it's not moving. This game is hard to run. I want to try and get to a mission area because I want to see what the performance will be like when we start engaging in any sort of attack or gunfight or whatever. So let's go over here. Let's go straight to this area. The map. So where are we going? We're going to here. This area, and nearby bivouac is right here. Oh, we're in a fight right now. No, we're not. I don't believe so. Straight prone camo, just cheesy. Regroup, guys, regroup.
My position. Move! Copy. Here we come.
Got it. We're coming.
Okay, let's do this. Heads up. Bad guy over there.
Got one. Over there.
cool. We're good. There we go.
Bowman, it's Nomad. What are we dealing with?
The regular kind, Nomad. The Bodarks and Sentinel have an edge over us with their superior firepower, so that's fun. The Outcasts lack the tools and the ammunition to break through. Your target is the region's main armory. It should contain everything the Outcasts need to gain a decisive advantage.
I'll scout the area and plan my approach.
So, I don't know. I'm torn. I'm probably gonna come back to this game and maybe even FarCry and see if I can kinda like get a better idea of equals on versus off. But I can say one thing. In COD, pretty much no difference. In something like Forza, I feel like the equals do better. For sure. But in FarCry and Ghost Recon, it seems like it's the frame stability is better with the P-cores only, but the overall maximums favor the equals because there's some areas where the equals can be utilized. And as you can see from the graph, the equals were being used when we're playing Ghost Recon. So I don't know. I don't know. I'm torn, but I hope this was enjoyable. And at least this one I could show you guys what actually was happening, FPS wise in the games we were playing. But yeah. So I'll make another video maybe in a few more days. But hopefully this one was somewhat useful. But yeah, I don't know. I'll say one thing. I'll leave you guys with one thing. Within video cards, I feel like I ran into a lot of problems. Like with especially GPU scaling. I would oftentimes play a game and not be able to scale frames unless I actually added video features. Like I had to add graphical features to utilize more of the card and the frames would stay the same, but actually just like lowering settings wouldn't yield better FPS, and FPS in a lot of games was very underwhelming. Like it seemed like with some of the Nvidia cards, like in especially games like COD, you just couldn't get to like numbers like 300. It just was weird. I don't know. I don't know. I honestly don't know what to say about it or what to think about it. I wish I could have played Village on this because I had Village played through on like maybe a month ago. I played through Village, and in some areas I was at 500 frames. Like I've never seen that on a video card before. I don't see the same frame scaling on Nvidia as I do on AMD, so I don't know. It's weird, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and on to the next one.